All right, so today we're talking about the Night Flyer. Came out in what was it? 1993. No,
No,
1988 or 1997.
1997.
Okay, yeah, because I got three different dates here. Okay.
Okay, no, it came out in 1997.
Okay. All right, good. And should we give like a spoiler-free review first? I mean,
Oh, sure. I
anybody,
mean, whatever you want to do.
yeah, anybody that ain't seen it needs to go watch it first because
Definitely.
I mean, it's really good. It starts out a little slow, but after it picks up, it moves pretty quick.
Dude, I just love the creepy vibe of it, dude. Like from start to finish, it's got like a creepy feeling. I really like it.
So the basic plot would be like the it's inside what is what's the news place called again?
Oh, Inside View.
Okay, Inside View. I was gonna say Inside Edition, but that's the real one.
Yeah, that's the real one. Yeah. No, it's
No,
Inside
but
View.
it's Dees, actually Richard Dees, but everybody refers to him as Dees in the movie.
Yeah.
And what the girl's name's Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine Blair.
Yeah. And they're following a murderer that supposedly is supposed to be a vampire.
Yeah. Hmm.
And yeah, he flies around going over to the airfield, just murdering people, really.
Yeah, drains them of their blood.
Yeah, yeah, draining of their blood, and that's what makes him think that he's a vampire because he's draining all their blood. But
Yeah,
there
and
ain't
they
a
assume
whole
that.
yeah, there ain't a whole lot we can say without really spoiling it. So
I know,
yeah.
right? They assume that he is a guy who thinks he's a vampire. Yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody ain't seen it, they really need to go see it. But it starts out at an airfield where the dude goes to check out the plane that landed. And
Yeah, he goes to take care of business. Or he
yep.
thinks he's going to.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to go take care of business until he
Yeah.
finds out that it's not going to work out very well for him. And then he gets slashed across the face, and then he gets killed, and then it goes straight to the reporter office, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Days. Yeah.
And oh yeah, Deez is a douchebag, by the way. He's you can tell he has nothing else to live for besides the
Uh,
reporting.
And dude, he plays that character so good.
Oh, he
Like
did
that
awful.
actor played that in a lot of movies. Like he just plays that character so good.
Unfortunately, he passed away not was it long ago or not too long? I
It
didn't
was
get that information.
it was actually, let me see. I think it was in 2017, but let me make sure.
Oh, so not too long, not too long.
Yeah, January 19th, 2017. Yeah, dude, I remember when I heard that I was so sad. He was George Clooney's cousin.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah. Hmm.
And then the other main character was Catherine.
Blair.
Yeah, Catherine Blair. That's right.
Yeah, she was a rookie reporter
But yeah,
trying
it
to learn from him.
yeah. But he walks in and he's really mad about the article because they didn't put the picture of what was it, a dead baby?
Yeah, they took his story from the front page. Yeah, he wasn't too happy.
Yeah, but the whole thing, what I was mainly thinking about through this whole movie is I don't think reporters can really go as far as these did. Like they call him a reporter, but he's more like a detective, really, honestly.
Yeah, he really is, dude. And
My
he
mic,
does some
my mic
shady
sounds
stuff.
good, right? My mic sound
Yeah,
good? Okay,
yeah.
just make sure.
Does mine?
Yeah, yeah. I meant to ask you before, but I forgot.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, we
yeah, dude.
got he's a big douchebag. And then it cuts to Catherine getting pretty much the rundown from the boss on what they're doing, and then she leaves. Deez comes in and she leaves, and he's talking to Deez about the story about the Night Flyer before they call it the Night Flyer. They don't call it that name until
Yeah.
later in the movie. And what was it after that? Oh yeah, he doesn't like the
Yeah,
story.
he doesn't want it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't want it at all. He thinks there's nothing to it, and he's just like, no, I'm good on that. Cuts to he goes to the bar.
Yes.
Is that right after? Is there something in between? Am I missing something?
No, that's right after. Yeah, she follows him to the bar. Yeah.
See, I was worried I was gonna be missing parts because it's been
Oh,
about a week since I've watched the whole thing.
yeah. No, she follows him to the bar because she wants to be his friend and learn from him, and he's not about that
Oh
life.
yeah, he is not about no friends. As
No.
he says, he don't need friends. He don't have friends. But she's really just looking to become friends with him and get into the business. She wants to be the big time reporter.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his main goal through the whole movie is to get back on the front page. That's all he's worried about. He don't care about nothing else. He ain't got
Doesn't-
nothing else going besides getting back on that front page.
Yeah, he doesn't care how far he has to go to get there. He really doesn't.
And he gave her some advice. It was never publish what you believe and never believe what you publish. That's what he told her.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remembered that because I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's a good line to remember.
Did you know earlier, real quick? I was thinking, it has been 25 years since I first seen this movie. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I first seen it when I was 10, dude.
Well, me first seeing it was that last week, and
Yeah, and you had never heard of it, had you?
no, I'd never heard
It's
of it.
crazy, man. It's such a good movie. There's probably a lot of people out there though that hasn't heard of it.
But I want to go over some of the. Let's see, where is it at? Trying to find like all the behind the scenes people. Oh, okay. So here's the list of like the main characters.
Hmm.
We got Richard. We got the Night Flyer, which he says did they get his name off the beginning, or did it take a while to get the name?
Well, he goes by Dwight Renfield.
Yeah,
He uses that when he lands at the airports,
yeah.
because of the original Dracula movie. So yeah, they know his name from the beginning. Yeah, at
So
least that the name that he uses.
so they pick it up back at the bar. They talked. He gave her that advice, and okay, I was just making sure I started recording. That would have been bad. And isn't it after that we get the first murder on screen? Because I remember that was the last thing I got
Yes,
to watch before we started.
yes, yeah. He murders two people, and that's when he
It was
decides he
in
wants the case. Yeah,
Yeah, it was in a trailer, and that old lady, what was up with her?
dude, she was infatuated with him. She was mesmerized. It's when you every time I watch it, I just get this creepy vibe from her. She's so she just I don't know, dude. It's like she's just like, okay, I've been here long enough. He can have me. It's wild, dude.
Because she's outside. Meanwhile, she's looking in the trailer, and these just absolutely getting brutally murdered, and she's like, whatever. She
I
ain't.
know. He's begging. He's begging for help, and she's just like, yes. She definitely played that part really good.
But yeah, they think he's a vampire because he's draining all their blood.
Hmm.
And after what's the next part right after the bar? See, I should have watched it last night too, but we didn't get
Yeah.
home till late last night, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing. That's why I was trying to cram as much of it in earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, after it shows the murder, then let's see, what's his name?
Oh,
Merton Morrison.
the boss.
He,
The
yeah,
boss.
the boss.
Yeah.
He fun fact, dude, he's from Porky's Revenge from back in the day.
I
Yeah,
I've
you
never even
definitely would have never heard
heard
of
of
those.
it.
No, they came out like in the 80s, early 80s, I'm pretty sure. Um, anyway, it shows him and he's telling Dees that there's been two more murders.
And then that's when he's like,
Yes.
yeah,
That's when
I'll
he's like,
take it.
okay, I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
it. And
Yeah,
then she I keep forgetting her name.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Well,
Catherine.
he calls her Jimmy though, because Jimmy Olsen from Superman.
Oh
You know, the
yeah.
reporter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're talking, he's like, well, these is gonna take over the story. Give me your notes. She's like, what? So obviously she's not happy about that. And I think that was right when I cut it off, and that's when we started this. So
Okay,
yeah.
dude. What's crazy about that is like, first of all, that shows like taking a woman's story that you gave her and giving her to a guy, dude. That would not happen in today's world.
Oh
You know what I mean? But
no.
also, like her ripping up the ticket and throwing it up, like that's such a good scene because she's just like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah,
So after he gets the notes, he goes
takes
straight.
off in his plane. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a plane
Because the
himself.
boss tells him use your pilot license in the plane you got to your advantage.
Yes. Yeah,
And
because she offers him the ticket, and he's like, "I got my own plane," and then that's when she rips it up and throws it. Yeah.
let me switch back. I'm gonna have to do a lot of switching because I'm looking at two different websites here. I'm looking at Wikipedia and another one
Oh,
called
okay.
Stephen King. It's a Stephen King Wikipedia. A
Oh,
Wikipedia
okay.
based on nothing but Stephen King. Okay.
Dude, Stephen King is the master. I'm just gonna say that. I love anything Stephen King. Anything.
I've watched quite a few, not a whole lot. More the big ones than any other ones.
Yeah.
After he starts to work, he goes to that couple crime scene first, right? Or does he do something before that?
Oh, yeah. He goes to the. I'm pretty sure he goes to the crime scene where the guy from the beginning that got his face, Buck, I think is his name.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he, of course, he breaks every rule that you could break. Being
Yeah.
like you could like that's how you can tell this is the old movie. Like stuff these days, like he's throughout the whole movie, you forget he's a reporter. The only reason you remember
Yes.
he's a reporter is he's taking pictures because he's legit like a detective going through this.
He is. Yeah. Yeah. He's
He's trying to solve the crime he wants back on the front page. So
also real quick. Fun fact. You know how in all Stephen King movies, like it's about Maine, like Dairy Maine, and all that stuff.
yeah.
He writes them into his stories because that's where he's from. He's from Portland, Maine. Maine.
Was there any I don't remember seeing anything about baseball in it. Cause ain't that another big thing of Stephen King? He always relates baseball into his movies. I heard that. I heard that on another podcast. I'm pretty sure because he always finds a way to fit baseball into the movies.
Yeah, I'll have to check that. Yeah,
But
I don't.
I didn't catch anything about that either.
Yeah.
But he goes and checks out that crime scene. Is that the one with the dog?
No,
Oh,
that
okay.
is. Yeah, that's later. Yeah,
See, with
that's
all the
the.
crime scenes, I start getting them. I start getting
Yes.
them mixed up.
Yeah. No, this is the first one he goes to. I'm pretty sure is, or does he go to Claire's first? No, I think he goes the. Yeah, hold on. No, he goes to.
I know he goes to the barber where that old lady had just got her hair cut from.
Oh yeah, that's later when he goes to, because that woman is the woman that like watches her husband get massacred and is just like cool with it.
Yeah. See, on here it don't really give you like the full blow by blow like in
Yeah, it
order.
doesn't. No,
So
no, no, no.
you got to do it based off memory, and this is our first one. We'll get better at it as it goes
Oh yeah.
with the summaries.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we didn't even talk about that. This is our first podcast together that's going to go up,
I
and
know,
we do
right?
it weekly now. Well, we're going to try to. That's the best thing to do. Any notes anybody said is be consistent.
Yes. I
Figure
agree
out a
with that.
schedule. Actually, this is your favorite horror movie, you said.
Yes, yes, it is. And
And
I've got a lot of them, but if I had to pick one, it'd definitely be this. Yeah.
yeah, so he what happens the after he goes and checks out that first crime scene? Oh, he goes and interviews the plane guy with the red hat. What's his name?
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I'm getting it now. I'm
The
getting it.
one. Yeah, he's the one that says he uses their paper to put in his cat's litter box.
Yeah, he owns he's the plane mechanic, right? Does he
Yes.
own that airstrip? I
I'm
got
not
his name.
sure. I don't think
It's
so, but that's where his friend Claire worked.
oh no, he's just a mechanic. Ezra Hannon is his name in
Yes.
the movie.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
he's just a
he
mechanic. Yeah.
he interviews him and he I don't like I said, that was when I cut off because actually when I loaded it up, he was in the middle of talking to that guy. Do you
And
remember
that's
what all that guy says to
yeah,
him?
that's one of my favorite parts because he's like telling him about he worked the night before the Claire guy was murdered. And he was there when the plane came in, when the Night Flyers plane came in. And the way he tells the story and the way it just shows it is so creepy, like him walking with the cape and all that stuff. It's so good. And
Oh yeah, because
he
he's
just
describing.
explains how weird it was when he got there the next day and the other guy was washing the plane and was just saying we need to be prepared, you know. And then he seen like the dirt and the worms under the plane, which they is what they, you know, in a lot of movies with vampires, they say that's how they that's what they need to sleep in and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about
Yes.
that because it was just that random pile of dirt and worms underneath the plane. See,
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. I was like, I didn't understand that at all. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after he gets done talking to the plane guy, he goes to the cemetery
Mm,
right after that to go see the
Claire.
Claire's grave. Okay.
Yep.
And
Hmm.
he actually goes and he switches out the flowers, right?
Yeah, dude. I was instantly like, man, that's so dirty. And then like he kicks the tombstone, which I don't think someone
Yeah.
like that
And
size could actually kick a tombstone up
yeah,
like that.
and then
But
he cuts it and puts blood
maybe.
on it because he's wanting to make the story more juicier.
Yes, he wants it to be like scary and creepy. And then as he's doing it, the of course the
The,
grave digger
yeah,
comes
the
up
grave
behind him.
digger comes up and he is none too happy.
No.
He's like, that is just completely
Yeah.
disrespectful, my guy.
Yeah, he's like we respect the dead around here.
And
Yeah.
he after he puts the blood print, he gets a picture of the tombstone, and then as he's walking away, he said, "What does the gravedigger say?" He's like, "I hope you got what you were looking for." He goes, "Done got it."
No, you'll he's like, you'll get yours, you SOB.
That's what it is. You'll get yours. He
And
said,
he's like, I already got it.
"Yeah." He holds up the camera. He's like, "Done got it." Like that.
Yeah.
That's when you know, like he doesn't care about anything besides his job.
Yeah, he just wants to be on the paper, dude. He wants the money, the fame. Well, for one, like through the movie, they show like him being on top, and like he's always been a front page guy, and then like where the movie starts, he's kind of not been, so he's trying to get back there.
Yeah. He's really
Yeah,
starting to fall off. His career's starting to really take a turn.
yeah,
But
and and then after that, he's like at his hotel, and
yeah, at his
he like
hotel
has a
room.
dream of the night flyer.
And that's when the night flyer realizes he's on his tail. So that's when he starts really messing with him, messing with his head, making him see stuff that ain't there. Just
Yeah,
all kinds of mental images, trying to warn him, you back off, dude, or
you gotta stay away,
you're gonna die.
dude. He's definitely giving him a chance though. He's like, keep away. You don't want to be involved in this.
But yeah, he's sitting there and he's laying on the bed on his computer when all of a sudden he sees the dude with the cape. That's really all you could see because it's just a black outline. He's behind the curtain, ain't he? And he slowly comes out.
Yes.
And that's when he
Mhm.
jumps up. And then it cuts to him waking up in the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on the
So
window in
it was
blood,
all
it's
a nightmare.
yeah. But then he opens the curtain where he's seen him in blood. It's stay away. but he assumes that it's the gravedigger.
But see, actually, one of the ways I'm remembering this so good is I'm kind of playing it right here on the download,
Oh, nice.
like with the sound off, just so I can remember.
Yeah, well, that's good, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, like I said, it's a work in progress, but
yeah.
as long as we stay with it, and then cuts to him in a helicopter, and you
In
can
his
see he's
plane, yeah,
always
his
he's always
airplane.
carrying around that recorder,
Yeah,
taking notes.
dude. I have one of those recorders actually.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't have anything like that. And he's on the plane, and then it cuts to Claire.
You say he's on
Is
the
that her
plane.
name? Dude, I
Yeah, her name. No, her name is Catherine Blair.
Catherine. Why can't I keep wanting to
Claire,
call her Claire?
because
Oh,
Claire
Claire's
is
the
the
one that
guy.
died.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
guy that was
Okay.
cleaning the plane.
See, I knew
Yes,
I wasn't crazy. I knew there was a Claire,
Claire Bowie, I think, was
but
on the
she's
theme song.
she's over there looking at all his front pages, right? Is that what all them pictures?
Yes, yeah, and then it shows the boss like looking at her and kind of like it seems like he kind of regrets taking the story from her when he
Yeah,
turns around, because he's like,
he really starts getting he actually says that later on, like, yeah, I
yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah.
But
But then of course he starts playing them against each other because he just wants the story too. You know, he
and,
just wants his paper to do well.
yep, that's all he's see, she's doing it because she enjoys it. Like, it don't have to break through. She's just looking for a story. For him, it has to be big. He has to make it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she don't seem to take as many like shortcuts as he does. She's going off facts. He's adding to it, making it more interesting for the readers, obviously.
Oh yeah, and it also establishes that she's not comfortable with his way of doing things, like bribing
Yeah.
officers or things like that. So yeah, she's trying to do it, the right way.
And then it cuts to Deez is at the coroner's office checking out the body from the very beginning,
Yes.
from like the opening scene when he gets his face slashed across.
Oh yeah, dude, and it looks so good. Whoever did that makeup in that movie, like the special effects makeup, so good.
Yeah, especially for it to be a 90s movie.
Yeah,
Like, well, no, no, Tom Savini was already in the scene, so like there
that's
there
true.
was there was already some big makeups. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Tom
but
Savini's the man, by the way. So
oh, oh yeah, he's doing big stuff. Like recently, he was doing work with WWE.
hey, dude, he had a birthday the other day. He turned 76. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting up there. So, then it cuts to Dee's back in his motel after he snaps the picture of the dude's face. And I don't know much about reporting, but are you allowed to take pictures of all that stuff? Just like snap a picture of the dead dude's face? Don't you have to get permission for that?
Yeah, well, at the beginning of that scene, he bribes the coroner. He gives him money,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's like, "Oh,
I
you're
missed that.
generous." And then
I missed
he
that.
has her go down the stairs. The coroner's like putting the money up. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're not. I mean, it's definitely shady. It's not. Yeah,
But he's at the hotel, and he gets on the phone and he's talking to his boss. That's what it
yes,
to. And he's talking to him, and he's
yeah,
telling him, ain't that the conversation? Like, he wants the story. He wants to get the boss wants to get out. He's like, give me time. There is
yeah,
something here. He said, this is going to be big.
yeah. And also, that's the conversation where he calls him the Night Flyer, and that's
Yeah.
because Ezra said that in his interview, and he's playing the recorder back, and he says the Night Flyer, and then he's like, yeah. So he tells the boss that,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, the boss is he's trying to make it quick because he wants the big
yeah,
story. He wants the big story too. Even though
yeah,
his name won't be on it, obviously he runs it. So obviously he'll be getting some of the fame for it. And then that's when he goes to Catherine and be like, I need you to like intervene with these.
yeah. Yeah, he puts her up to it. Yes.
Yeah. And she's like, that's when he's like, yeah, I regret giving it to D's. He's going completely overboard. He's starting to obsess over it. And she's like, she wasn't down at first, right? And then she was like, or was she just completely down? I
Well,
can't
first
remember.
of all, she was like, when he goes over there, she's like typing something, and she's like making it look like it's another thing, and he like turns on the computer and says the vampire pilot, and she's like, he's like, we're calling him the Night Flyer now.
Oh,
So yeah,
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
she always wanted to. She was still working on it, and I think she really wanted to get it back. But yeah, she kind of had that hesitation a little bit. But
And then after that, it cuts to D's driving down the road, and then he starts getting itchy because there's a cop driving behind him.
dude, we've
But
all been there.
oh, actually, I would, dude, I had a cop follow me. Like it's that, like I think that's the most nervous I've ever been in my life is when cops are driving behind me.
And it's crazy, dude, because we have our license, we're legal, and all that stuff, but you still just get nervous. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. It's just, yeah.
And then the cop passes him. He's really not worried about him because there's a really bad wreck up the road.
Yes.
So Deez is like, I'm gonna get in on that. So he goes up there
Bonus.
and he just goes up there like he's the main one in charge, bro.
Doesn't he?
He's just like, yep, I'm gonna get some pictures of it, get some
Dude,
pictures on that.
he even moves one of the victims'
Yeah, he's
arm with
even
his
messing with
foot.
the crime scene,
Yeah.
moving her arm just to get a picture, get a good picture of her face.
Yes.
No,
Dude.
and
And that was
that's
graphic too, man.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this dude's obviously committed. I want to see who did the special effects because honestly,
Yes.
they did a really good job. Does it say it? No, it don't
Um,
say it right here.
let's see.
Maybe it says it on the wiki.
Mm,
Oh, a couple
Oh
behind.
yeah, special effects. They were provided by K&B EFX Group.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't see nothing about that, but
Yeah,
a little bit
it's on
behind
Wiki.
a little bit behind the scenes from off the off the movie, directed by Mark
Ooh,
Pavia.
dude,
I don't
you
know.
know who that is that did the
I have
special
no
effects?
idea.
Robert Kurtzman, Greg Nicotero, and Howard Berger. Robert Kurtzman and Greg Nicotero are the ones that do The Walking Dead.
Uh-oh.
Whereas
I didn't know there was a time limit on Zoom.
me either.
Did it pop up for you?
Yeah.
Okay, but good. As long as we just start up another one, I can just edit it together because just add it to the desktop. I've already got a video editor, so if it ends, just I'll send you the code back.
Okay.
We'll get it back in. But
Sweet. Yeah, dude, it's from the people who did do the makeup for The Walking Dead and stuff. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
oh no,
So of
I
course they're
didn't know
good.
that either. But
Yeah, it's cool.
that was just a little side note. We got a little bit off track off
Yeah.
the movie, but yeah, we were at the crash scene where Deez is just like over there acting like he owns the place, and that's when the cops come up there and he's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
He's like,
It's like
"I'm the press." He's like,
dude, he says it with such just
"Yeah."
like confidence, like I'm the press.
Well, he's like, "Just stay out of the way, buddy."
Yeah. So that's
And
why it
then,
does it, man, because they just allow it. They're like, okay, just stay out of the way.
so he gets his pictures, and then it cuts to him back on the plane. Yeah, back in the plane, and then he pulls up to a gas station.
Oh yeah.
Pulls up to a
That's what he
gas
talks.
station in the car, and he meets this young dude named Nate working there that's pumping his gas, and he's asking him about the couple, right? Yeah, it's the couple that
Yep.
got murdered not that long before. He's like
Yeah.
he was talking about how the woman was acting really weird,
And the
really
guy was all
weird.
like drained, yeah, and tired, yeah.
Yeah, and he gets his story, and then that's when he goes to the barber shop. See,
Yep.
that was my problem. I was having a hard time like remembering what everything in what order. So it goes to the
Gotcha.
barber shop and he's talking to the lady that cut the woman's hair because as she says that wasn't the hairstyle she had like right before that. She said she came in, she wanted to look, how did she say, prettier or like more,
Yeah.
I don't remember what word she used, but she just said that she wanted to look prettier. She wanted something.
Yeah,
She wanted the new hairstyle.
which was odd for her, is what
Yeah,
she was saying.
yeah, that's what
She
she
got a
said. She said it.
she got a perm,
Yeah, she
right,
got a
and a
perm. Yeah, that's
colored.
right. And then that's when things start to like slowly start elevating.
Yes.
So up until this point, I was like, man, honestly, it's like at first I was like, I had a hard time paying attention because I was like, it's kind of boring. And then my eyes were just glued. I was like, what is going to happen? And I was trying to watch it during work, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to finish watching this. I was like, this is getting really good. So he goes to the part. He goes to the couple's trailer. He just cuts the tape, walks right on in. See, that's what I'm saying. He kind of acts like a detective. He don't even act like a reporter. He's just breaking all the rules. Like he don't care. He's in it for the story.
He
He
is,
goes
yes.
in, and it was described. It was he goes in the bedroom, and it was like the body laying in front of this little shelf thing, and then the decapitated head was sitting right there.
Yeah, because as he's looking, the like it's playing back the cops like telling him like the crime scene.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it was because
Yeah.
obviously he don't see the head because obviously it's cleaned up, but he sees all the
Yeah.
blood stains.
Mm.
So he snaps a whole bunch of pictures of that, and
Oh,
then when he leaves there, that's when he kind of realizes the night flyer's starting to torment him, like he's itching closer and closer.
yes.
And the night flyer is giving him multiple chances to back off. And
Dude,
on his way out, he notices a dog on the roof of the trailer,
yeah, on the sitting on the roof.
just
It's
like
like
chilling up there. He's like, and it's a Rottweiler, ain't it? That's what it looks like to me.
yeah, well, I don't know much about dogs, but yeah, it definitely looked like a scary one.
If we're being honest, the only reason I know what a Rottweiler is because of Grand Theft Auto. There's the
It's like,
main dog you have named Chop, and he's a Rottweiler,
oh,
and
okay, yeah.
that's what it just kind of looked like. And he looks at him, he's like, and then he starts running because the dog starts absolutely running for him. And he gets in the car and he looks back, and the dog's still on the roof. That dog
Yeah,
didn't move.
I know, dude. I was watching that. I was like, that
I
had to
was
be in his
like,
mind. That had to be the
I
night
was like,
flyer.
bro. I was like, okay. And then
Yes.
um what is it? What's after that? See,
He goes to the bar, right? He's at the bar
yeah,
drinking a cup.
The Duffrey Tavern.
Yeah, and then he orders a drink, and then they bring him Bloody Mary, and he's like, "What's this?"
And then
And it's from the Night Flyer. Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right, because it's written on a paper. What was on the paper? The napkin.
Stop now.
Oh,
It says
stop.
stop
He
now.
grabs the dude. He's
Yeah.
like, who I don't remember who sent this over here. And he's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, just some dude.
Yeah.
And
What
then
did he look like?
oh yeah, that's what it was. And then he's talking to his boss on the phone again. He has another call with his boss. And honestly, I don't remember that phone call.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
but I do remember after that he gets back to the hotel, and he sees Catherine. It's like, oh, you're here.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, okay. No, I
yeah,
remember. Yeah, he called
yeah.
his boss and told him that if he had anything else, he'd let him know, and to let him know um about like if he hears anything about it fly like the plane, and also um tells him what hotel he's in. Yeah, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
next
Yeah, because he's
he
like,
has
if you
Catherine.
need
Yeah,
me, I'm at this hotel. So just
the Fallen Star, wasn't it? Fallen Star.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
then he goes back to the hotel, and that's when he runs into the
Catherine,
girl that I can't remember her name for some reason. Catherine,
Jimmy, just call her Jimmy.
Claire. Okay, Jimmy. Yeah, that'll be a lot easier to remember.
Yep.
So they're talking, and he's like, he talks. They get to talking, and he's like, okay, how about we just help each other out on this? They're
Yeah,
like,
well, dude, he finds out because he first he's not about it, but then he finds out that he might be able to use her. So
yeah,
it's like,
because
okay,
yeah, she implies that she knows more than he thinks. So he's like,
yeah,
I can use you. Let's work together
yes,
on this. And she's like,
yeah,
Okay, okay. I'll see what you're about. And then they go in the hotel room, and then it's just this long scene of them calling airfields because at this point they know what the night flyer's riding in. So of course they're calling
Yes.
like, is there this plane landing there? Have you seen this plane? Have you seen this plane? And it's so nice because I thought this was really funny because these like the whole time he's just a douche to everybody. Like
Yes.
it shows her, she's like, yeah, I can hold. He's like, no, I can't hold. Just hangs up
Right.
the phone.
Yeah,
And
they're
you
like the complete opposite.
and you can slowly see her turn more into him. Like she starts getting more aggravated with every time because they're not getting
Yes.
anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And then they get a lucky break. They call this one, and before he didn't even really get to say a whole lot, and
Mhm.
then it starts cutting out, don't it? The call starts
Yeah.
cutting out.
Well, no, they ask him about the plane, and then he gets quiet.
Oh
He's like,
yeah, yeah, it's just dead silence.
and then he's like, nope, and
Uh,
hangs up.
no, oh yeah, nope, and then hangs up. And he's
So
like,
they know he's lying. Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we know there's something there. And,
So apparently, the night flyer can like mesmerize his victims or something. You know what? It never comes out and says that, but they're like infatuated with him when he lands there.
and they're like, let's go down here, let's go together. Let's go together. And
Yeah.
she's in there, she's packing her stuff as fast as she can. She goes in and Deez is gone. You think
Yeah.
you think he's gone, you really do. And then all of a sudden he pops up out of nowhere, throws the sheet over her head, and locks her in the closet.
Yeah, dude. She's
I
so
was like,
mad.
that dirty dog. You should have known he was up to something.
Right? He's like, you lose, Jimmy.
And then, oh, wait, let's do a little cutback of a part that we forgot that she kind of throws up in his face. There was a reporter that worked there. And this is back in the bar
Oh,
in their first, yeah. I completely forgot about this. He's like,
Dottie.
you don't need to take it too personally because the last one that took it too personally, they found her in a bathtub with a bag over her head. She killed herself.
Yes.
So when she's in the closet, she's like, "Do you want to end up like her? Because you're getting too close to it. You're getting too close." He's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
dude. He
I'm not
just
worried
sees
about
the
it. I'm getting back on the front page.
he just sees his byline. That's what he went.
Did you hear that? Can you hear it on your end? Okay.
I did. Yeah.
All right. So these locks are in the closet, and then he takes off. Then it cuts to him in the plane, and he's radioing in to where he's about to land at.
Yes.
And he gets to talking to him, and he's like, does he ask him if the plane's there in that one, or does he not?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he does. He keeps asking them if that plane is there, and they won't answer him.
And then you start hearing them get like,
Slaughtered.
you know, just
Yeah.
absolutely slaughtered. And then he's like, hello, and where was he going to again? Do you remember?
I think wasn't it Wilmington or something?
Wilmington. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he lands there, and as soon as he gets there, he finds the night flyer's plane. That like I didn't think he was gonna find it like right off the bat.
Oh yeah, dude. The night flyer don't care.
And I was like, okay. And then he looks in, and it's just covered in blood everywhere.
Dude, he was brave. He took pictures of the outside, and then he went in the plane.
Yeah, then he went in the plane and he started taking pictures. Very pretty. And then
And then
he finds a photo album in the plane.
yes,
He's looking through that and he finds a bunch of his front pages.
yeah,
And
all in the dirt and worms.
yeah, all in the dirt and worms. And this is where we start the ending. And this is where it gets wild.
Dude,
Like
honestly,
the ending, so good. Like if anybody's watching this, go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's free to watch. It's only an hour and a half. If you got the time, go. You won't regret it. It is super good.
it's so good, dude. And that, yeah. And honestly, it's a pretty scary ending, man. Like,
Oh,
it's like I was watching it last night and I was just like, dang, I forgot how, you know, spooky that is.
but yeah, he's in the triangle rent a car. It says.
Yeah,
That's
right at
what's
the
on the
airport. Yeah.
wall, and he's discovering the whole massacre. And one thing we forgot to point out, he seems to be taking chunks of their neck.
Yeah, dude, it's like so big, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
just like this
holes.
big
It's
gash
not.
he takes out of their neck. I don't.
Yeah, it's like not like normal vampire bites.
Yeah, I don't know if it explained why it was doing. I didn't catch it if it did. So,
Well, yeah, when he reveals himself, his
oh,
without spoiling it, yeah,
okay. See,
yeah,
I don't know how I don't catch these small things. But yeah, he's looking through. He sees all the dead bodies. He's snapping all the pictures he needs, and then he goes to this one body where he finds a crucifix Jesus on a necklace shoved down the dude's throat. So he pulls it
yes,
out, and that's what he sees. It's Jesus hanging on the cross.
yes.
He's like, okay. And then he finds an alive one, don't he? It's this man that's, oh, no, no, never mind. I'm just kidding. That was him. He slipped in blood.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
After he found, well, first of all, let me point out that the cook in the little restaurant in the airport's face was on the grill, bro.
Oh, was it? I didn't.
Yeah, dude. I rewinded. I was like, hold on, is his face cooking? Anyway, yeah, and then when he takes a picture of the crucifix, when he picks it up, and that's like does it for him. He's like, all right, no more, and he's got to run. He's got to throw up.
He runs
Trips
into
in
the
the blood.
bathroom. And okay, if you run in the bathroom, why are you puking in the sink?
Agreed. I
I
was
was
like,
sitting there,
dude,
I paused it and I was like, all them toilets and you finna puke in the sink.
yeah, dude, even the trash can is better than the sink. Come on.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe them sinks have bigger drains, so it went down. But I don't know. Most sinks probably, if you were throwing up, it would like all be in the sink and be nasty.
Oh yeah, dude. Then you gotta like push it down through the. Yeah, nothing.
I mean, I guess it really don't matter because everybody's dead, so ain't nobody really gonna clean that up. So,
Right. Yeah, that's true.
so he's throwing up, and then this is where you finally no, the urinal starts spitting up blood.
Yeah, dude. He's like, he hears footsteps behind him, but in the mirror he can't see anything.
And see, at first, I really thought up until this point when it started getting really supernatural,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought that it was just a normal guy, if we're being honest. Like
Did you?
I thought it was just like the dude said he was a vampire, but that's just because he was crazy. But no,
Yeah.
it's a legit like it's we'll get to it. But
Yes.
he's realizing the urinal starts spitting up blood, the mirrors start breaking. It's like, okay, something big's about to happen.
Yeah.
And then what happens next, Derek?
He like comes up behind him and he towers over him a pretty good bit, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, not like massively, but Deez is a littler guy. And then dude, when he first speaks, it's so like spine tingling. And he tells him that he should have left it alone and all this stuff, and he's not going to kill him because he needs people like that in the world. And plus, he dined pretty good tonight.
But he's like he can't see him in the reflection, right? He can only see him.
No,
He don't.
yeah,
Oh
he
yeah, because
looks
he's a
down and
vampire.
sees his face. Yeah, he
That
looks
made a
down.
lot more. That made a lot more sense after I realized that.
Yeah, he looked
But
down and seen his feet and was like, "You're real."
and
Yeah,
then poor D's, the
dude,
dude
this is
takes
where
all that film, all his hard work gone.
because he doesn't want it. He doesn't. The thing is, like, the Night Flyer doesn't want people to know. Like, they don't want evidence of him.
Yep.
So that's through the whole movie. He's warning him to like stay away and stop investigating it. And then he's like, he's going to let him go too, man, without his film, of course. But this is where curiosity kills the cat. Like,
Yep.
you just should let it be,
Yeah, because what happens next is very, very not. I don't know. That was probably the creepiest part for me.
Dude, the ending is so creepy. Like, yes, because he runs out and he's like, "Show me your face, Dwight."
But before we get to that part, I want to point out something. In the reflection, you can see him like holding him.
Yes.
You can't see him in the reflection. So that must have been just him acting like he was getting like just what was it, choked, or was he just like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, he's a great act. He was a great actor,
and
man.
see, yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. Like I couldn't do like if there was nothing there, I couldn't just act like that. That'd be hard. Like most
No.
people would probably need somebody there to like go off of. No, he's just doing it by himself.
Well, dude, he acted for a long time, and he comes from a family of stars.
Oh well,
Miguel Ferrer,
yeah, like you
Ferrer
said,
or Ferrer is his name. Yeah.
yeah, like you said, George Clooney was his cousin. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So he's like he says, "You're gonna see what I see." Right? Ain't that what he said?
Oh yeah, he's like you've been looking for me your whole life. And he's like, you wanted to know what hell looks like? And
And
then
then he takes his nail, slits his wrist, and
yeah,
just puts it right up to his mouth and
drink.
yeah, and then he's like like trying to spit it out, but it's too late. It's too
Yeah.
late. It's done for. So then um it starts getting oh no, he starts to the
Hallucinate.
yeah, and then the night flyer proceeds to start walking out.
Yeah.
And then he
He's
runs out
done.
and he's
Yeah.
like, "Let me see your face." Like he still really wants to see his face. And he shows him. He shows him his face.
Oh yeah, that's where when he comes out and says, "Show me," because he was going to leave him alone, but when he came out and said, "Show me your face," he was like, "Well, this was inevitable," and that's when he shows him his face and makes him drink his blood.
And I know this is a podcast, and for the first episode, I'm not really good with the editing yet. That's going to be the part that's probably going to take the longest. So if anybody's wondering what his face looks like, I'm gonna just hold it up so y'all can see.
Yes.
Like as you can tell, very good, very
And
creepy.
and
It
dude,
was
that's why the
very good.
things in their neck is so big because he
Yeah,
has that one big
yeah, you just got that
fang.
one big gap, kind of like these two teeth. Like all of these are missing, and then it goes to okay. So this is when the hallucinations start getting real bad.
Oh yeah, dude, and this is like one of the best scenes I've ever seen. Like where those people, because what he's hallucinating that they're coming back to life. You know, like they're essentially zombies. And dude, they look so good.
Oh yeah, and
They
they're
look
like,
so scary.
yeah, I
And
was
then they're like, "I want to be your friend, Dee. Let's be friends."
okay. One thing, his name was Deez, and I don't know why, but every time they said Deez, I like nuts.
Yeah,
They
right.
said Deez, I like nuts. They were like, and I was, I don't remember where. I think I was watching it at mom's, and I was trying to finish it, and I was asking Papa if he had watched it. He was like, yeah, he he said he's watched that movie more times than he can count.
Good. Yeah, dude,
So,
it's great. Of course, he watched it.
oh yeah, and then it's like, Mom was like, why do you keep saying nuts? And I was like, it's just funny. Like this dude's name is Deez, and actually, Dad ain't never seen it. Did you know that?
No, I
Dad's
didn't.
never seen it. We're gonna have to make him watch it.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to watch it together.
But yeah, so he's in the hallucination, all them dead bodies, and they're just all cowering around him.
Yeah.
They're just, I mean, they're not really assaulting him. They're just creeping him out, like
Yeah, like,
really
well, I just
creeping
want to
him
be your
out.
friend.
And this is when he backs into the wall and he sees an axe.
Yeah, he spots it and he's like, okay.
It busts it out and grabs that axe. And this is when he just starts swinging. He's
Yes.
just like,
Dude, and it's so
and
good because in his mind, he thinks they're coming after him. But, then like after that, the cops come
the
in.
cops show
And
up.
to them, he's just hacking up people. So
Yep.
they're like, whoa,
So
looks
they're,
very guilty.
yep. And then he's standing there. Both the cops have their guns drawn on him. And then the other reporter,
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Yep,
I don't,
Jimmy.
the whole time I couldn't even remember her name one time through this whole thing. Legit.
Catherine Jimmy Blair.
Let me see. Is it done? Okay, it's on 83, so it should be done by the time we're done, like doing the wrap up.
Sweet.
So yeah, the cops see him, and does he do anything to trigger it? But the cops just start
Oh yeah. Well,
firing.
Catherine comes in and she's like in horror, like, "Whoa," and he's there all bloody with an axe.
Yeah.
And he like sees the cops and he's like, you too," and he starts running after him with the
Yeah, he starts
axe.
running after him, and this is when we get the death of these.
Yeah, sadly.
Yep, he chased that story all for nothing.
Yeah, dude, like he chased it. He wanted it, and like he would do anything to get it, and all it caused was his death.
I mean, at the end, he didn't have any proof anyway because the Night Flyer made
It's
him
true.
destroy it. So, I mean, either way, it was a lose lose for him. So,
It really was, yeah. Yeah.
but yeah,
But
and
it's good for her.
so Jimmy is just like, you can tell she's going to be going to therapy after that. after
Oh
she,
yeah, and then she
after seeing
and
her
she actually
colleague get blown away.
yeah, and then she actually sees the night flyer getting into his plane. He looks up at her, and also as he's walking to his plane, you get a look of his like normal face. You know what I mean, like a human face. Did you
Oh,
see that?
yeah, that's right. You do. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, and he just looks sad. I don't know. It's just like he looked like I don't know, but yeah, and then she's like, that's when she
This
takes his
ending.
advice.
This ending. Yep. The
Yeah,
advice from the very beginning: never believe what you publish, and never publish what you believe.
yeah, and then she's
She,
like, you lose these.
yep. She makes it look to where Dee's was the night flyer.
Yes,
So meanwhile, she's just pretty much letting the night flyer go. Like she's done.
yeah,
She's
and
get
well,
she's taking Dee's advice. She's getting her story.
she is, dude, and she got the front page. It shows her at the end, and it shows her little picture on the story, and it says Catherine Jimmy Blair. So she kept his nickname. And dude, like that was supposed to have a sequel.
Dude, because like he's still alive. What do you mean? Like you're just
Yeah,
believing on him still being alive?
dude, it was going to dive into the origins of the Night Flyer, which is really exciting, but it got canceled.
But yeah, so actually he D's got what he wanted on the end. He made the front page, but not the way
He
he
did.
intended it. He didn't intend it like that.
Dude, you're right. He wanted he wanted his picture on the front page. There you
He
go.
got it, but it was
Yes.
definitely not the way he wanted to catch the killer, not be the killer.
Right. Dude, and the evidence, like it really, because the cops didn't know that the night flyer had already killed all those people.
Yeah.
And then he was hallucinating, so he was just chopping up dead bodies. To them, he was massacring them. And he just looked so guilty. It was so I remember when I first seen that and like at the end how it made him look like the night flyer. I was just amazed. I was like, whoa. Mind blown.
But yeah, overall 10 out of 10. There ain't that
Agreed.
no, there ain't nothing that will ever change that. Like I
Agreed.
said, the first time I watched it, the beginning was slow, but that's any movie. I mean,
Yeah.
not all movies. I guess some of them will start pretty crazy, but this was a slow build. It was definitely worth it.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, the reason I like it so much because from start to finish, you just get a creepy vibe. Like it's just like a creepy tone. I love it. I just love it so much. Of course, it's an adaptation of a Stephen King book, so
Yeah,
it's
but
going to
yeah,
be good.
actually, Dwight Renfield, the Night Flyer, was played by Michael H. Moss. I've never heard of that name before. Have you?
No, I haven't. I even tried to look him up, but I didn't see nothing on Wiki or anything.
And then, of course, anybody that knows this movie would know Miguel Ferrer. As you said, he's pretty well
Oh,
known. I
oh
don't
yeah,
know
he
him
is.
because
He
I'm younger, obviously.
yeah. Well, he's got a long line of dude. He was in the original RoboCop.
Oh,
When
I heard that.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I read that. I didn't hear it. But
well when he passed away, he was on NCIS. One of those. Let me see. And he died of throat cancer. So they wrote it into that show that he had died of cancer. Let me
and
see
then you
what.
got Julie and Intwizzle. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah, I
Intwizzle?
I haven't even tried. I haven't even tried to pronounce that name. I don't want to mess it up.
Okay, let me save this.
Yeah, dude, he's got a long line of credits. Like he's a legend. Was a legend. Yeah.
That couldn't have been any more perfect. Right as we're getting ready to wrap it up, The other recording just got done converting.
Sweet.
Okay, so that's saved. So hang on just a second. Save. Did it save? What is today? 11/12? Yep, there it is. Okay, we are
It's the
good.
11th.
We
Yep.
are good.
Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, see, I ain't in school no more, so I don't keep up with none of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. I should have said that. We should have mentioned that from the beginning because this podcast is going up today.
Sweet.
It is
I'm
Friday,
excited.
and that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to do these on Fridays, just because it'll work better for all of us.
Yeah. Dude, building up to this, I was a little nervous, but like getting on here and doing it,
Oh no, I
I
was.
haven't got
Knowing I was
nervous at
gonna be doing
all.
it with you, I wasn't nervous at all. But that
Yeah.
interview, forget it. Forget
Dude,
it all.
no, it was good, dude. Here's what, like, as I was watching, I was like, man, I should have like made it to where I could do it with him because I thought about all these questions watching it, like what
See, that's
inspired
what I
him to be a
needed.
filmmaker.
That's what I
What?
needed you so
Yeah.
bad. Because I was sitting there, I was like, I done forgot everything I was about to say listening to you talk.
Well, dude, I just want to say that they were super nice and very talkable, man. It was
Yeah,
very
I mean, I really
good.
appreciate him taking the time out of his day to do that.
Yeah. Conrad
Because
Studios, subscribe.
yeah, Conrad Studios, they're hey, get them to 100K subs. They're at 89K, so they're getting really close.
Wait.
And of course, subscribe here too. Don't like
Yeah.
if you pick one, subscribe here because
Yeah.
the thing we got big things coming, big
Yeah.
things. We're working on. Well, there's I don't know if I want to give it away, but we got a couple big guests supposed
Yeah.
to be coming on in the near future. Should we let them in on it, or
Oh, that's up to you.
maybe let them
Just
in on one of them?
if you want. I mean, that's up to you.
So maybe one of the next movie reviews, it might not be for a little while because me and him have been talking on Instagram. The one and only AJ Stone from Texas Chainsaw 3D is going to be joining us in the next little bit.
Wait.
I want to get the podcast going. I want to quit looking at me. I want to get it going. Like I want people to be on here watching before we do something big like that.
Yes.
See,
Yes. I agree.
that's why I don't want to start out with something like majorly big, like Halloween, Scream, Freddy, Jason.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they're the big slashers. Obviously, we're gonna cover them at some point, but I want to wait until we get some following to us because
Yes.
I don't want
Agree.
to do it and it not get recognized just because we're in the early stages of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that was the night flyer. But next week, I done let Derek in. But next week is going to be a very good movie. It is like the most talked about movie right now, which is another reason why I wanted to do it because it might be good for us.
Yeah.
The Barbarian. I watched it last night. I'm going to watch it again next week before we do the podcast. But it's on HBO Max, which is surprisingly because it's a relatively really new movie, ain't it?
Yeah. It came out not too long ago. Yeah. But HBO Max gets a lot of those pretty quick.
But yeah,
Um, I'm excited, dude, because I love Justin Long. Uh, in
okay.
anything, he's funny.
That is.
You don't Jeepers Creepers. He's Derry out of Jeepers Creepers, and he's a very good horror actor, but he also is a comedian. He plays in a lot of good comedies too. He's great. I'm sure you'll research him before we do the podcast.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna have to do some research on that one because that was very scary. That was another movie the makeups were very good on. But it came
Wait,
out
I'm
this
excited
year.
to watch it.
So it ain't like an older movie like this. So like
Yeah.
more people will know what this one is just because it's talked about so much.
Yes.
But man, there was something else I wanted to say. I really can't remember. Completely lost it. I was gonna say something. But yeah, The Night Flyer is such a good movie. Like I said, go watch it. It's free on YouTube. You can't beat that. It's free on YouTube. You ain't even gotta have a subscription or anything. So go check it out. or just listen to the review. I think we did a pretty good job summarizing it. We hit all the major notes.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching
But
for
yeah,
sure.
this was our first podcast together. So I know the last one you wasn't in. That's because it was rather late when I was recording it,
Yeah,
and obviously you couldn't. You had to get your kids in the bed, which is understandable.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
after watching it, dude, I was like, man, I wanted to do it because, like I said, I just had all these questions in my mind, like that I wanted to ask them.
see, I was so nervous. I could hear the leg. I could hear the chair shaking because my leg was shaking so bad talking to him. And I don't know why I get like that. It's just strangers in general. I'm not good at talking to.
Oh, well, it was your first interview with, and you had only talked to him through messages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really cool of him and one of his actors to come on.
Yeah, her name was Zoe. She played in the Halloween and Friday
Yeah.
the 13th one. She did a very good job.
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
them did a very good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the night flyer. We gotta guys need to stay tuned for next week when we cover the Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Really,
Yes.
I'm super excited for that. Super excited. But yeah, let us know what you want to see because once we get these couple episodes out, once y'all start commenting on what y'all want to see, that's what we're gonna start picking from selections. I'm not saying
Yes.
we're never gonna pick our episodes, but what's the point in just picking our own stuff? We're gonna listen to we're gonna do what everybody wants us to do.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm definitely want to see what other people want to see us review. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we've got this week.
And what's the name of the podcast?
Is what was it again?
The Horror Bros Podcast.
Okay, yeah. See,
I think is what we settled on.
I knew we decided on one the Horror Bros podcast. So like for the
Yeah.
next one, we need to work out a really cool intro.
Yes.
That's gonna be my goal for this next one. To have a really
Yes.
cool intro. We'll work on it. Am I seeing you Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yep.
we'll work on it then. We'll work on it.
Sounds good, dude.
Yeah,
This was a blast.
yeah.
This
Oh
was a
yeah.
blast.
This is gonna be so much fun. This is like it's I'm ready to see what this has in store.
Me too. It's just natural. I love it. Yeah.
See, I even got a good setup going. Like the video's good. Everything's good on my end, right? Everything looks
Yes.
good. I sound good. Is there anything I
Oh
need to
yes.
change?
Yeah. And
No,
no, dude. And then you got some Myers in the back. It's so good. Yes.
I'm gonna work on fitting some more stuff because I have so much cool. Got an autographed screen poster, autographed by Billy and Stu. I
Ooh.
I had proof that they signed it, but I left it at the store, dude. Dude, look at my finger.
Dang, bro. What'd you do?
Dude, I smashed it at work. I smashed it so bad. I just looked in the camera and I'm like, bro, that looks super bad.
Hello.
Just completely off topic. Uh-oh, Derek, you're frozen.
Hello.
You're frozen. I can hear you, but your face is a little bit froze. Derek. Well, guys, looks like he lagged out. So no. Go back. Go back.